Facebook Live. We have arrived one more time, y'all. Let's get it in.
Conference muted. Conference recording started.
I want to thank everybody for chiming in. This is Watchman Derrick Yisrael, also known as Pastor Derrick, on the Early What I See to Scripture Study and Prayer Line on this 19th day in October 2021. Let's rock, y'all. Let's rock. Let's get it in. Let's go to Revelations 13, y'all. Revelations 13. Patricia Johnson, shalom, shalom. Good to see you on. As y'all chime into Facebook, feel free to push the share button. Melissa Green, Evangela, good to see you on as well. Yakawan and Yosef in the building. Mother Joyce. We got Mo in the house. My big sister Fee. Stone in the place to be. Al Mal, what's up, Pal? Again, as y'all chime in, feel free to push the share button. Revelations. Hallelujah, Bokoto, young lady, Miss Taylor in the building, Shari. Good to see you on as well. Praying for them beautiful babies of yours as well. Revelations 13:10. Look what this say, y'all. Just 10. That's all we want. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, of the Yahudim, of his children. We're living in some interesting times, and it's kind of like refreshing to know what's going on. It is refreshing to know what's going on. Lakeisha, good to see you on again. Miss Tyra Banks. Tierra, rather, I apologize. But yeah, it's these are interesting times. And the enemy, Pakita, good to see you on. The enemy is lightweight, controlling, the narrative. Jeff, I was thinking about you, Jeff, because you're the one that got me time-stamping my messages. I remember when I didn't do that, and you told me, man, time-stamp your messages, man. Anyway, bless you. Nicole Robson, good to see you on as well. But the times we're living in it's real interesting, and the enemy is trying to control the narrative. Now I know y'all familiar with the term, like good cop, bad cop, because we're dealing with a master devil. He's not new at being a devil. He's not new at manipulating, and he's not new at deceiving people. Now, the whole time, I want y'all to understand this. The whole time he's doing whatever he's doing, Leslie Sutton, it's good to see you on. But the whole time he's doing what he's doing, do not get it twisted. Please remember this. Do not get it twisted, right? All things work together for the good to them that love Yah and is called according to his purpose. You gotta know that. You gotta know that the good cop, bad cop game they playing, and I haven't disclosed, exactly what that is, but the game they playing, if you melanated, you understand that though the officers play good cop, bad cop, it kind of was refreshing to be around the so-called good cop. It was lightweight, beneficial, even though it was all scripted in the game. That's what they was riding around doing. One violates you and just dog you out, and then the other one try to, bring peace to the situation. You know how that go. But from a spiritual standpoint, though it was a wicked game they was playing, the Most High would use the good cop to cut you some slack, to make a way of escape out of that situation. I'm just telling you. In the narrative that's going on, you got good cop, bad cop, because it ain't nothing like a devil that causes the problem and comes with the solution. Play both sides. Play the problem and then play the one that come to fix the problem. That's what they do. They're masters at it. When you start hearing the media talk about slack up, this is not right. That's their media, the ones that's doing the not right, the ones that's applying the pressure, the ones that's trying to force you to cooperate on the platform that's saying lighten up. Good cop, bad cop. But when they say lighten up, they're saying lighten up because they're going to cooperate. They're saying lighten up because we're not saying we're not going to cooperate, but you don't have to do all this to us. That's what they're saying. And all while that's happening, the Most High is behind the scenes watching it all, in control of it all. He's the one that's shutting up heaven that there be no rain. He's the one that's sending the locusts to devour the land. He's the one that's sending pestilence amongst his people for one expected end, and that is the salvation of your soul. It's also designed for the rectification of what's been done to you. While he combing your hair and getting you right, causing you to let go of this place and put him in that place in your heart. He's using all this to discipline his children, shake them up and wake them up. Simultaneously, he's allowing these wicked people to do what they do. Because what these wicked people is doing is those that led into captivity, they now going into captivity and don't even know it. Those that was killing, taking pictures. Y'all really know what a picnic is? That's why I cringe when I hear y'all say that type of stuff. We having a picnic. It's pick a nigga, y'all, to hang, torture, and burn, and then take pictures that turned into postcards. And you can see some of them now. You can see a charred Hebrew, a charred Hebrew with them and their children crowded around and pointing, and taking pictures. And they would eat and have a good time. That's a picnic. Listen, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Look what it said. here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Because the very process of those that were the kidnappers are now being kidnapped. Those that were the killers are now being killed. Herein is the patience of the saints, because you're going through a transformation process. Through that, you've been Catholicized. Yeah. You've been Egyptianized or Americanized. How you want to put it? You've been of this worldinized. And now he's calling you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. It's funny how salvation don't always look like salvation, huh? Isn't that funny? Your salvation, when it jumped off, didn't look like salvation. It looked like an innocent man that fed everybody, prayed for everybody, and healed everybody, got slaughtered. That's what it looked like. That's what the newspaper said. Hey, when it jumped off, the newspaper said, hey, that dude that's healing everybody, you heard them saying it? Said, look at him hanging up there. He saved everybody else. Now he can't save himself. I'm just telling you the truth. He can't save himself. Look at him hanging up there bleeding, lip busted. Come on, talk to me. Your salvation looked like a slaughter, looked like it was over. That's why the disciples, Kepha, they called him Peter, but he went back and said he went back fishing to his original occupation. Because it looked like the party was over. And he led the other disciples back to his old occupation with him. Mashiach had to go rescue them because they thought the party was over. So salvation don't always look like salvation. When salvation jump off, it is the annihilation of the flesh. Yeah. And the Mashiach was the shadow and type of the death of the flesh, but the salvation of your soul. Yeah. So what it look like? What salvation look like? But a murder beef to the flesh. Yeah. So when the scripture says, here is the patience and faith of the saints. Because when those that led people into captivity, taking postcards and pictures, and the crushing of a wicked system, those that was partying up and prospering off his children, when they captivity come, it ain't like the Hebrews ain't feeling it. You've been in captivity. Ain't nothing new for you. But it's happening to you as well. Yeah. You fighting for your rights. You've been fighting for yours. It's new to certain people, which is cool too, because some people that's experiencing the newness of captivity and being slaughtered and disrespected and all your rights being taken, they can end up being proselytes as well. They can end up being believers as well. Some of them are. They're going to feel it too. Yeah, they're going to feel it. They feeling it. Everybody that's being inconvenienced, everyone that's going through this process, is not a devil. I don't care what bloodline you got. Everyone that's going through this process is not a devil. But herein lies the patience and the faith of his children. Those is going to have to grit their teeth and hold on to Yah through this process and believe them for themselves and their families and their children. Yeah. Good cop, bad cop. I listen to the narrative. You know. And I already know who's in control of the narrative. I know who's in control of the narrative. So I listen with a certain ear. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Miss I'm Here is here. What's up, Renee? Excuse me, y'all. Young I'm Here is here. Are y'all with me? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Mm-hmm. It's busting. It's busting wide open. Just like I taught last night. Again, if y'all missed it, just going deeper in the fact that the things that are happening, the dividing, the division that's here, which is the division of the Tower of Babel, and on top you got the Most High that orchestrated the division of the Tower of Babel because of the wicked mission of the people, and division busts that up. Yeah. The division stops you in your tracks. You could be rolling, and soon as division hit the camp, it's gonna stop. It's gonna mess up everything. And that's a kingdom, a nation, a city, a house, husband and wife and children. When division hit it, it's gonna bust it up. You got to get the division out. Well, the Most High is the one that orchestrated the Babylonian division. Because they mission was wicked. Well, again, the division is happening now. The Most High is over that because it's time to pay. It's time for the captors to be captives. It's time for those that killed to be killed. And just like Proverbs, the first chapter say, if you lay a net in front of a bird, he ain't gonna fly into it and get caught. They don't see it coming. They don't see that the trap they're laying it for themselves. When they lay the trap is gonna catch everyone that the Most High wanted to catch, and that's the wicked, that's the unbelieving. The trap that these people is laying, the wicked is gonna fall in it, and the ones that's laying the trap don't see that the trap they laying, they gonna be in it when the smoke clear as well. They gonna be in it too. And the trap that they're laying is answered in Revelations 13 and 10. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The trap that they laying is actually the salvation of the Most High's children. The new world that they're creating is going to be demolished and destroyed by the brightness of the Most High's coming, period. But the development of this wicked, yawless world that they're building, that's full of sexual sickness and murder and total control, is a process of salvation for his children. You're not invited to the party. Because the Most High don't want you invited to the party. Because that party is going to sink like the Titanic. You're not invited. That's why the world love their own. And they don't love you because you ain't one of their own. This process is pushing you in the corner. All the way down to, it's going to threaten your ability to buy and sell and to move about the city. Because you're not invited to that party. Come on over here with y'all. Y'all remember the story when Abraham and Lot, men was getting into it? Y'all got to remember the Most High told Abraham from the beginning, don't bring no family. But I ain't gonna go that deep into it. But they had to separate. And Abraham was so confident in Yah, he said, "You choose which way you and your men gonna go. You choose first, and I'll go the opposite." Well, over towards Sodom and Gomorrah, you saw trees and oasis and water and life. and light. It was a lit city or cities. You turn around, go the other way, it was a desert. It was dried out. Don't worry about that. If Yah be for you, he's more than the whole world being against you. The best place to be is where Yah is. As wicked as California is. Most High make a way, I'll get up out of here. Or we all go together, y'all. We got believers across the states, so that part don't matter. But listen, but at the end of the day, I'd get up out of here. But I'm going to tell you, the best place for you to be is where Yah put you. Where Yah wants you to be. Period. If he make a way for you to leave, because he wants you to leave. It don't matter how bad it is, what the stats and the people say. James Banks, good to see you on. Are you with me? So, Abraham went towards the dried out desert with no signs of life, but Yah was with him. Lot went towards where the oasis was and the palm trees and the signs of life, and he ended up having to be rescued. He ended up having to be rescued out of that place. Come on, talk to me. So, understanding the bigger picture, looking at your salvation was a murder of the Mashiach, filled with weeping and crying and, oh no, what we gonna do now? You're gonna be saved now because the veil in the tent has been ripped in twain from the top to the bottom, from Yah down to us, to the saving of our souls through what looked like doomsday, what looked like a disaster, what looked like a murder beef that ended everything. All hope gone. That's what it looked like. But what was it really? So why those that that led people into captivity, now they going into captivity, locked up in their houses and forced to do stuff with their body they don't want to do? Everybody's cooperating, didn't want to. Psychologically, just to feel good about themselves, they would rather believe that they want to do that. No, you didn't want to do that. The majority of the people didn't want to do that, by far. And then those that's controlling the numbers are liars anyway. Why would you believe anything they say? We get so naive. Why would you believe a lie? You gonna put a liar and a thief over the bank? This is how much money you got in your account. Joker, you was a thief. I thought I had more than that. I know I had more than that. No. Google it. No. You over Google too. And you the fact checkers. You jokers. Well, I ain't gonna go there. I can go deep. I'm trying to be cool, y'all. Anyway, I'm trying to be cool. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. It's that time. And the chief captives are the ones that's orchestrating the lower level captors into captivity. Because again, they don't see. You lay a net in front of a bird, he ain't flying in that. He's like, aha, I saw that. I'm not flying into that. You think I'm stupid? Take another step and then the same net flips over around. And that's Yah. And then Yah holding the net. And them jokers is in it too. Yeah, you dig a ditch. You the one end up in it. Some people talking about dig a ditch, dig two. No. You dig a ditch, all you need is the one, because you the one going to be in it. Ask Mordecai. Mordecai and Haman. Y'all read that story? Listen. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Listen, y'all. When it comes to the believer, I'm going to get out of here. But when it comes to the believer, you understand, we're not going for no division. That There is, I taught it last night. There is division, and Yah is sending it. But he's separating his children from the children of darkness. Barbara, good to see you on. You got it, Lakeisha. Are y'all with me? Are you with me? The believer, we need to be united as one. Again, Corinthians 1 and 10, he begged us by the mercy of Yah, right? Or by the name of Yahusha is better. He instructed us by the name of Yahusha that we all speak the same thing and that there be no division among us, but that we be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. And what causes that to happen is that we all, Philippians the 2nd chapter, take on the mind of the Messiah. And he wasn't double-minded. We take on the mind of the Messiah. The only way you and I would perfectly agree and have the same mind and the same judgment is if we all took the mind of the Messiah, which would put us on one accord. Every believer, I don't care if you're red or blue. If I have some wisdom on that, I'll tell you that the Republican and the Democrats, I ain't tripping on neither one of them. But if you just so happen to have been one or the other, what will rescue us from any of it is the word, is Yah. It will rescue us from the prince of the power of the air. It will rescue us from this worldly system. It will rescue us from this worldly kingdom. And we would enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Because the division and the destruction is for the kingdom of this world, but not the kingdom of the Most High. And all believers are baptized into the kingdom, the government structure of the Most High. That's why he said, for unto us a child is born, and unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. We're in his government. Yeah. And he wants us one. Speaking the same thing. Believing the same thing. What I say on the one, I say on the all. But this other kingdom, the captives is going into captivity. And those run around killing and want to run everything and take control of everything, them murderers is going to be murdered. But then he concluded in this verse, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Because that hot situation, that volatile situation, is causing you to come out from among them and be separate. It's causing you to look towards the hills from which cometh your help. Because your help come from you. You're not of this world. We're in the world, but we're not of it. And all this activity that's going on is causing that to manifest. Come on out from among them, y'all. You see somebody, oh my goodness, I don't even want to quote. I'm not going to quote it. I'm not going to quote that. I can't, so I ain't going to quote it. Those of you that knew what I was about to quote, Baruch you. You might not know where I was going to go with it, but Baruch you. But that's it. That's it. That's it. And that was the lesson. That was the lesson for this morning. Don't get caught up in good cop, bad cop, y'all. Because if you listen close enough, you know, when the mainstream starts saying stuff, you got to remember who controls the mainstream. It's the side, the one, the words that's, you know, called, you know, conspiracies and all that, these side things, that's more where the truth is, to tell you the truth. That's more where the truth is. The mainstream, when they grab it, and it sounds like it's for your good, it's good cop, bad cop. I'm just telling you the truth, whether you believe it or not. I ain't gonna make a big deal out of that. Because what rescues us from it all is the Ruah, the word. You a believer? Everything is gonna be all right. Believe that. Yeah, no red, no blue, no black, no white, no vax, no unvax. You know, it's gonna stop us from uniting when it comes to the ruah. The ruah. That's what we need. We need the ruah. We need Yah. All right. Let's get out of here. Spirit of the Most High, we love you and thank you for this opportunity coming for you. Humble as we know how, for we need you desperately. Save your children. For we need you. For we need you. We believe you. For we need you. We believe you. For we need you desperately. Continue to send your ruah to the saving of our souls. And we'll be careful to give you the praise and honor, not only now, but forever. In the matchless name of Yahushua, we humbly pray. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And I'm out. That was the lesson for this morning. I pray that we all obey everything y'all say. Is that okay? Bakita, good to see you on. Good to see you on. I hope y'all getting some out of these lessons. It's caused you to think and grow. Hallelujah. All right, Renee, always a pleasure, young lady. Hallelujah. Y'all push the share button. If you were broke by the lesson, please push the share button so others can share in truth as well. I always like to say thank you to those that support the ministry. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. May the Most High continue to brook you. Those of you that are brooked by this lesson and would like to be a brooking to this ministry. I don't know what I just said, but anyway, those of you that would like to be a baruch to this ministry because this ministry is baruch to you, it's my job to tell you how. If you got the Cash App, put in $ donate to Derrick. That's $ donate the number 2 DERRICK. Or you can go to PayPal, paypal.me/Derrick Yisrael, DERRICKYISRAEL. Or you can go to my Facebook page inside the Messenger. There's a giving button inside of there. I saw that, Barbara. Bless you too. You're a blessing, and we're excited about you being a part of the ministry. I love you all. I love you all. Ahava means love, right? I love you all. And y'all. Oh, if y'all want to talk about the lesson, 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Again, 302-202-1102, extension 815648. Y'all can dial that number, and we on there now. And so we can talk about it if you'd like to. Hallelujah. Thank you, young Taylor in the building. I appreciate that. Meet me on the conference line if y'all want to talk about the word. Love you all. We have a noonday prayer. Those of you that want to catch some prayer at noon, dial the conference line number. Is that all right? Y'all be baruch and Baruch Shalom. I'm gone.
Conference recording stopped.
I'm still here, huh?
Conference unmuted.
Now I'm gone.